EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Love going to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Yep, let's go. Green jack, 10 black.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Right back to Henderson on 1st down. Oh, he puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Texans at 13-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Pierce. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Blue 32.
Love now. They set up the screen for Henderson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Black, 90, ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man, Kyle Williams. Williams has got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
Here we go. 52 blue. 52 black. Hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Love. And he comes back with one complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And it's third down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the double.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
45, white. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. He's got it to Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Mayfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ready. Black 40. Commit red. Green jack. Ready.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Yep, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Johnston on a quick slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. 180! What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all. They actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. And it'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Glove. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready.
3rd and 20.
Ready.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now Mayfield. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Good. 180. Pistol.
Mayfield now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Good. 180.
Mayfield with it once more. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Jordan
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trevion Henderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 3. Michael Dixon.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Hey, alert 33. Good. 20. Run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
But paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
36-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A give. Here's Judkins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Judkins is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Cut.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. 60 reps.